Shabbat Shalom. I am Rabbi Lauren Werber at Congregation Beth Adam in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm excited to share this Shabbat that also happens to be Halloween with each of you, and I hope you find our service and our humanistic approach to Judaism and to Shabbat meaningful this evening. We begin with a reflection. Let the Sabbath be a time for believing in what could be and seeing with new eyes. In this serious world, let us take ourselves less seriously. In these harsh times, let us listen for a soothing word. While the world around us unfolds in an instant, let us judge each other a little more slowly. Let the Sabbath shine a light into a corner of ourselves where hope is renewed. Let us remember a reason to be joyful, a way to be gentle. Let the Sabbath be a time for opening up. Let us find strength in our dreams and trust in our strength. We welcome Shabbat with the very simple words of Bim Bam, Shabbat Shalom, a Sabbath of peace.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom.
On Shabbat, we light the candles. Candles bring forth light, illuminating the darkness. Candles offer us warmth, providing comfort. Candles awaken us as we reach for possibilities. As we light these candles, let us use their light to stretch beyond ourselves, touching others, bettering our world. Baruch ha'or ba'olam, blessed is the light within the world. Baruch ha'or ba'adam, blessed is the light within each person. Baruch ha'or ba'Shabbat, blessed is the light of Shabbat. Since Halloween is perhaps a little bit of a scary time, since we're out among our neighbors, since we might be facing some of our fears, decided a prayer for peace makes sense this evening. Peace among our neighbors, peace in the world. This particular reflection is adapted from Rabbi Harold Kushner. Let the rain come and wash away the ancient grudges, the bitter hatreds held and nurtured over generations. Let the rain wash away the memory of the hurt, the neglect. Then let the sun come out and fill the sky with rainbows. Let the warmth of the sun heal us wherever we are broken. Let it burn away the fog so that we can see each other clearly, so that we can see beyond labels, beyond accents, gender, or skin color. Let the warmth and brightness of the sun melt our selfishness so that we can share the joys and feel the sorrows of our neighbors. And let the light of the sun be so strong that we will see all people as our neighbors. Let the earth, nourished by rain, bring forth flowers to surround us with beauty. And let the oceans teach our hearts to stretch outward toward one another. We will, each in our own way, help to make peace. Na'aseh shalom. We will make peace for us and for all the world.
Na'aseh shalom ba'olam, na'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol ha'olam, v'maru, amen. Na'aseh shalom, na'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Na'aseh shalom, na'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Na'aseh shalom, na'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Na'aseh shalom, na'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Na'aseh shalom, na'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam.
As I mentioned, tonight is, of course, Halloween. I'm guessing that some of you are probably even tuning into this Shabbat experience a little late because you were either busy welcoming trick-or-treaters to your home or you were out with your own trick-or-treaters earlier. So very many of us probably in one way or another celebrate Halloween. Some Jews have, of course, historically snubbed their noses at Halloween because of the holiday's roots in pagan and in Christian tradition. But like so many Jewish children, perhaps like many of you, whether you are Jewish or not, I grew up wearing costumes and trick-or-treating, and Halloween was a regular, simple part of childhood. And so tonight, with ghosts and goblins out roaming the streets among us, probably along with the demon hunters and Minecraft characters and blueies and princesses, because there are always princesses, tonight, as Halloween celebrates the darkness of shorter days, and we celebrate the light of Shabbat, we can draw a few lessons from these two very different and sometimes similar days. First, we all wear masks. We all wear masks, and it's best to take them off sometimes. Halloween reminds us that it can be fun, sometimes even necessary to pretend, to put on a different face, to try on different identities. Sometimes we ultimately find our more authentic selves in this way. But too often, we get used to hiding our truest selves. Shabbat invites us to take the mask off, to stop performing and impressing, to just be, to just be. The Talmud teaches that a Torah scholar whose inside is not like their outside is not to be considered a Torah scholar. In other words, if we put on airs and we do things, even the right things, just to look good or to gain accolades, we are not, in fact, truly wise or truly righteous. There is, as tonight reminds us, a time for masks and a time to take them off. Tonight offers both. By the time we go to sleep tonight, perhaps we can rest from the pretending and find comfort in being our true selves. A second lesson. The second is that the things that scare us aren't always bad. The things that scare us aren't always bad. Halloween celebrates what's weird, what's freaky, the things that make us uncomfortable or even afraid. Monsters, shadows, and mystery all become part of the fun. Judaism, it turns out, recognizes the exact same thing, that the mysterious and the uncomfortable can be positive and meaningful. In our Torah stories, Abraham welcomes strangers into his tent and ends up receiving news he's been hoping for. Jacob wrestles with the unknown, sometimes considered an angel, and emerges with a blessing. Moses steps toward the burning bush and begins a journey toward freedom for an entire people. Growth often begins when we face what we fear. And so maybe one of the tricks of Halloween and one of the lessons of Judaism is that when we face our fears with curiosity, when we face them with curiosity, they lose a whole lot of their power. All life is a very narrow bridge, we often sing. The important thing is not to succumb to fear. And finally, for tonight, though we could come up with more lessons, I'm sure. Finally, Halloween teaches us, as does Shabbat, that there is sweetness waiting for us. At the end of the night, Halloween comes down to the treats. We search for sweetness, and hopefully we share it. How many hours of your childhood did you spend trading treats after trick-or-treating? How many hours? However many it was, I'm guessing I spent more. And Shabbat has its own kind of sweetness, its own kind of candy, not chocolate, not starbursts, but peace and hope and rest and connection. The biblical psalmist wrote that Torah's teachings are sweeter than honey dripping from the comb. Torah's teachings are sweeter than honey dripping from the comb. This could just as easily be said about Shabbat if we allow ourselves to taste the sweetness of Sabbath peace. Tonight, as perhaps we eat Halloween candy collected by our kids or left over from the stash we gave out, may we also enjoy the sweetness of Shabbat. May this night, filled with darkness and with light, with laughter, peace, sweetness, and just enough mystery to keep things interesting, may this night be a celebration of Halloween, and even more importantly, a celebration of Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. We turn now to memory as we remember those we've loved and lost. As we celebrate Shabbat together, we pause for a moment of separation, to stand alone, to turn inward, to reflect and remember. We recall those we have lost, members of our families, beloved friends, those whose lives have touched ours and who are no longer with us. We allow ourselves to wander quietly back in time, hearing again the sound of their voices, feeling comfort in the ongoing connection of their lives to ours. We want to hold time captive, to erase the steely distance between their time and ours. Although they are no longer physically present, We hold them close through memories of the past, through shared experiences, through hopes for the future. We understand that their lives gave shape and color to our own. We remember them with the words of our memorial. Ein bidei hamavet hakoach la'korma shetamun balev. Death cannot take that which is locked in our hearts. With our tears, in our sorrow, we remember. With our courage and our strength, we do not forget. Acts of kindness, deeds of courage will remain. Beauty created, wisdom shared is not lost. With our tears, in our sorrow, we remember. Im dema'ot be'einenu, be'et avleinu, nishmor al zecher ahuvenu. With our tears, in our sorrow, we remember. Zecher tzadik livracha. May the memory of good people bless our days. We continue now with our blessing for wine. We lift this cup of wine together as a tribute to our past, as a blessing for our future. May the allure of its untold flavors beckon us forever to keep uncovering new branches, new roots that hold us together. Tonight, as we welcome Shabbat, may we find time to spend in our own quiet company and listen to the calling of our hearts. Bruchim hachayim ba'olam. Blessed is the life within the world. Bruchim hachayim ba'adam. Blessed is the life within us. L'chaim. We just talked a little bit about the idea that sometimes the things that scare us aren't bad at all. Sometimes they even bring blessings. All life is a narrow bridge, and the important thing is not to succumb to fear. We close with Kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tsar ma'od. All life is a very narrow bridge.
Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher tzar ma'od Gesher tzar ma'od Gesher tzar ma'od Kol ha'olam kulo Gesher tzar ma'od Gesher tzar ma'od V'ha'ikar lo לפחד כלל והעיקר לא 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 לפחד כלל והעיקר לא
May we know blessings those who are near. May we know blessings those who are far. May the Sabbath bring its goodness to everyone soon, wherever they are. May we know blessings through the day. May we know blessings through the night. May health be for all children. All things soon be right. May we know blessings in our comings. May we know blessings when we depart. May we live each day with peace and wisdom in each heart. Ken Yehi, may it be our will. Shabbat Shalom.